Peter Miles, financial advisor and president of St. Croix Wealth Management. And today I'm excited because we have Shelly Holz with us. She's realtor and CEO of the Holz Realty Group. We've been knowing each other for many years and love partnering with her and her team for the knowledge that she brings on the real estate market and the passion, the care, and the patience that she has with the people she works with, which we really appreciate because it's a big decision, selling or buying a house.
It is.
And sometimes it takes some time to make that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, today I kind of want to we're coming out of the summer housing market and kind of the buzz, the busyness of that. Now we're going into the fall. School started. What does it look like? What's the landscape of someone buying or selling a house going into this fall time?
Yeah. Fall market is a great time. We get asked all the time, when is the right time to buy or sell? See, that's probably one of the biggest myths. People think it's all over once school starts. And fall market is actually a very strong, steady time. We see a burst of activity right here in September, right after Labor Day. And that carries through really about a week or two before Thanksgiving. The market doesn't really shift to winter market until a week or two before that holiday season. So it's very strong, very steady. Rates are stable at the moment, and so we're seeing lots of great opportunity for home buyers out there because we have these sellers that are wanting to get out on the market before the snow falls. So we're definitely seeing some opportunity.
So is it driven kind of more, not necessarily by, school, getting in before school, but a lot of people maybe stay in the same school district or don't have kids. So is it kind of more hitting than that winter is the really slow up that you see in the snow?
Yeah, we really see it start to slow down right around the holiday time, right? Okay. A week or two before Thanksgiving, and then it stays slow through mid-January. So it's just really the holiday season. People get distracted. We have other priorities, as we all do and should, and that's okay. Spring market actually starts right after the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So spring market does not align with Mother Nature's spring. When people ask us, hey, should we wait till spring? We say, well, are you talking spring real estate market or spring Mother Nature? Because right after the Super Bowl, all of the Pray to Home billboards go up and people have cabin fever. We're past the holidays and people are looking for their new project, their new idea. So if you wait till Mother Nature's spring, you've almost missed spring market. So for buyers, there's lots of opportunity here in fall because people are trying to capture the moment before snow falls. And sellers, it's a perfect time to strategize for the opportunity right now to capture the buyers that are still looking before snow hits, as well as get out ahead of spring market. It's one of the biggest mistakes we see sellers make is waiting until right when they want to go live on the market. There's a lot of prep work that goes into getting a home ready. And if you wait until you actually want to be live on the market, you're actually behind. So fall is when we do all of our strategy sessions with our sellers that are looking to take advantage of spring market.
So would you say then maybe a kind of a 6-month lead up to time frame that can prepare yourself and prepare the house and everything to put onto a market?
Yes, absolutely. And especially depending on how new the home is or how long someone has lived in the home, you might need more or less prep time. And so we find if someone's been in their home longer, they need more guidance and maybe some more time in prepping. So we are here to be consultants with people. We sometimes turn homes in a week for meeting with sellers. Sometimes it's 6 months. I think the longest we've done with someone is 2 years. So we really customize the plan based on how much time and guidance our home sellers need. But we find most sellers, if they're targeting spring, it's because they want to, be strategic with their time. And so that means you should be meeting with a professional in the fall to make sure the home is prepped. You're not investing in projects that would be a waste of money. You want to focus on what the right projects are, especially before all the outside gets buried in snow.
Good time to do that. So
now's
the time start preparing. We always kind of with us planning. We got to plan for that event, just not jump right into it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see, what do you see for the housing market kind of going forward? So a lot of our discussions are, okay, rates seem so high, and in reality, I think rates are normal where they should be. We're spoiled with low rates, and we're kind of more of an average, a normal period of time here. When do you think the housing market kind of speed up a little bit? So it seems like it's been a little bit slower with inventory and people not wanting to list their house. Is that kind of something that you're seeing with that? Are you seeing people hesitant to get rid of their 3% to go to a 7% mortgage? What time frame do you think that they'll start kind of picking up?
So we are seeing rates pretty stable right now, and the historical average, 30-year average, is right around 6.5% to 7%, and we're right there. So we're right where the economy wants interest rates to be for a healthy, stable market. So for years we've had below market interest rates. That started after the recession. They were trying to stimulate the economy by stimulating the housing market again after the Great Recession. So they dropped rates as a way to stimulate buyers to take action. Well, then we had an election year. And then we had other economic policy where they wanted to keep it low to make the economy kind of more boosted. And then we had COVID. So the rates were not meant to stay that low for that long. It was a lever the economy pulled to stimulate the economy, and then some other economic factors were happening and they couldn't lever it back up to normal until now.
Yep.
So what we're seeing is very, very normal, healthy, stable rates. If we ever saw rates again in our lifetime at 2 or 3%, there's probably something else going on in the economy that is cause for concern. So, waiting until rates come back, you could be waiting the rest of your lifetime because it wasn't meant to be like that.
No, I use the same terminology. It's a lever that the Federal Reserve pulls to stimulate or slow up the economy by adjusting those interest rates. And you're right, like I tell people, why be in a hurry to pay off that mortgage if you're staying there at such a low rate? We're never going to see that rate again in your lifetime. At least I hope not, because that means there's going to be some economic shake-up that's happening that we don't necessarily want.
Right.
So, and I also tell a lot of people when they're looking, and rates may seem high, but really they're norm. But I think we'll see maybe some rate fluctuations between, 7, 7.5. Then you refinance, it gets down to 6 or 6.5, kind of back to what it used to be years ago. I mean,
right.
The normal interest rate environment.
Absolutely, and that's healthy. You want a stable, healthy market. And the rates where they are right now are a very stable, normal interest rate for housing. I mean, you look at interest rates for new cars, much higher, but people still go out and buy new cars and get loans on it and don't think twice about it. So it's all perspective, and I think society unfortunately got used to free money. That's fine to take advantage of when the opportunity's there, but it's not something to depend on or wait for.
Correct.
So, our low inventory levels also are tied back to the Great Recession. We had the housing market collapse due to greed in the mortgage industry, and that affected the entire economy, as we know. Well, a lot of home builders were very leveraged. They were taking advantage of the boom moment, and when the housing market collapsed along with the Great Recession, they had to go out of business and stop building. And so we had about 8 years of home builders just not building homes at the rate that our population and our society is used to. So we're actually feeling it now because it took many years of the buyers just buying up the inventory to a point where it got uncomfortable. We're like, wow, there's not a lot of options. It was actually caused by those home builders pausing while the market needed to recover. So we are seeing home builders back at it. We're seeing a lot more inventory homes too in home builders, which is like a spec home, where it's not custom built, it's already built and or mostly built. That's also a good sign we're getting back up to normal inventory levels with home builders. We watch that even with pre-existing. If you're looking to buy an existing home, we watch what's happening with new construction because you want a balanced market. So we're watching all of that. Inventory levels it's still a strong seller's market, but it's very pockety right now. We're anticipating that to continue all fall. There's no such thing as a market anymore. There's market by price points because every price point is experiencing totally different negotiation dynamics. So when someone says, how's the market? Well, tell me more about your home search criteria. What are you looking for? What price range are you in? One level living is high demand. People are still looking for that one level villa, no stairs, looking to simplify and downsize. That is very, very high demand. where you're up against new construction competition, your traditional two-story home, there's plenty of those on the market. So more supply, it equals out the demand, it changes your negotiation experience. So yeah, it's a very dynamic market right now.
Lots of great information. I think a lot of people, don't be afraid. If you need or want to look for a house, look. I mean, we're getting into, like I would say, normal times.
Yep.
Normal interest rates. Don't wait for those rates to come back down, because probably never see that again. And there is, inventory starting to pick up, which is good to hear.
Absolutely. And we've had people move, buy or sell real estate because a desire in lifestyle change or a life-changing event, getting married, a divorce, a death, a baby, a relocation for a job, any of those things that change in your life that cause a change in how you live. The thing of it is, regardless of rates, life doesn't stop. People don't stop getting married. They don't stop having babies. Unfortunately, deaths don't stop either. So life continues to happen, which means the real estate will always be offering new options on the market. There will be always opportunity for buyers and sellers. It's just the strategy you use is going to change depending on the market conditions.
Great information. I really appreciate that. And that's hopefully it kind of gets people thinking about their next moves, their next stage of life, and not to be afraid of, I have to get rid of my 3% mortgage today.
Right.
Let's move forward.
Yeah, it was a benefit. We all get to take advantage of it, but it's just not real life.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think, I shouldn't contact the agent quite yet. You're never too soon on asking questions with your largest asset.
Well, like you said, it's a 6-month kind of build up to if you are trying to sell, or even to think about what type of house you want to move into or location. There's a lot of planning that goes involved with that.
Right.
So, well, I really appreciate having you here and talking about the housing market. I know there's many more that we'll have discussions on, so thank you.
Oh, thanks for having me.